Shalom. I'm going to start off this video by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops, a great millstone that rule well, that teach well while learning truth 100% according to the Bible. I also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophet, service scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you, Akwaf, which are you few sisters out there that are sincere, your children, shalom. And in today's video, as you can see, it's going to be a quick hit through the spirit, just, a video of basically what you have going on. And as you can see, it says China warns the United States, right? And we're going to get straight into this video. I'm going to allow it to play, and we're going to grab a few precepts, and Lord's willing to be edifying. But with that being said, fair use, I'm not getting paid for this video.
News coming out. We're going to start with this one first. China warns the United States. If you want war, you will get war. If you want to destroy the Red Dragon, you will be destroyed. The Red Dragon will not fire the first shot, but the Red Dragon will not allow you to fire the second shot. Wow. It's the first time I hear the Red Dragon speaking like this towards the U.S. So let me just play this video here. We have a lot more information, but do me a favor, share, like, subscribe. Thank you again for your support.
If you want to have war, you will get war. If you want to destroy China, you will be destroyed. If you want to impose nuclear war on China, you will be wiped out by nuclear war. This is very serious. China's policy is very clear. China will not fire the first shot, but China will not allow you to fire the second shot. If you have not watched the Victory Day parade in Beijing on September the 3rd, one of the weapons China demonstrated is a missile with all the warheads. We call it 61 because it can contain 60 nuclear warheads plus one hydrogen bomb. Now, in the world of today, let me tell you, which country has hydrogen bomb? China is the only country with hydrogen bomb. And that ICBM can cover every corner of the world in less than 20 minutes.
Wow.
And destroy any target in any corner of the world without any possibility of being intercepted. I hope Washington has learned the lesson.
Right. Salakia. And we hear what it is that the guy of China is making, those threats he's making towards America. And we know this is exactly what's going to take place, man. Because these nuclear missiles, they're ultimately going to be used, man. Right. And in this third world war, the Lord is going to allow these things to get shot off. Right. As it tells us right here, this is Isaiah 9 and verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. Right. That's how the ancient battles were fought. They were fought with swords, shields, bucklers, and close quarter combat. Right. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. That's talking about those missiles, man. Right. These ICBMs, they are definitely going to be used, man. Right. And we're getting closer to that day. Right. And we know that this place, America, Babylon the Great, will be utterly wiped out and destroyed. You see? And this is Jeremiah chapter 50. And I'm going to start at verse 8. It said, remove out of the midst of Babylon and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans and be as the he-goats before the flocks. Verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon, which is America, an assembly of great nations from the north country, right? Russia, China, you see North Korea, Iran, you see America's own allies, right? It says, and they shall set themselves in array against her, right? That her talking about the virgin daughter of Babylon, right? The US of A. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows, which is going into those missiles, shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain, right? Because as it tells us right here, let me grab that. This second Esdras chapter 16. And I'm going to start at verse 13. For strong is her right hand that bendeth the bow, right? His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, right? As we just heard the guy in the video say, they got missiles that cannot be stopped, man. You see, hypersonic missiles, supersonic missiles, these things are going to be used, man. Right. And it says, and shall not miss when they began to be shot into the ends of the world. What are the ends of the world? That's over here in America, man, in the West. It says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth, right? The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Everything over here in America is going to be melted, man. You see, that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to do to this place, man. Right? And like I said, we see everything happening that's ultimately leading up to this taking place, man. Right? It said, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. So like I said, this is the day that's coming, man. You see, where this place America is going to be overtaken by nuclear fire, man. And right along with the laser beams of the chariots, that's going to, utterly erase this place, man. That's what's coming. Right. And I'm actually going to go to Revelation chapter 18, right, through the Spirit, just to pull that up, because ultimately this goes into the destruction of America. And this is how this place is going to go out, man, by these missiles. Right. Revelation chapter 18, and I'm going to start at verse 8. Right. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. Right. This is talking about America. Verse 9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come, man. You see, so like I said, the Lord is going to erase this place quickly, man. And we're fastly approaching that day. So that's why we're going to continue to keep hearing wars and rumors of wars, and ultimately, these nations ultimately talking about using these nuclear weapons, because hey, that's why the Lord put these missiles on this earth in the first place, to be used for this day that's coming, man. Right, as it tells us right here. Let me grab that. This is Isaiah chapter 54, and I'm gonna start at verse 16, again, straight to the point. It says, behold, I, right, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, have created the smith, which is the scientist that blow up the coals in the fire. The Lord have given them the capabilities and the technology to be able to split the atoms in half, to be able to come up with all of these elements and different types of components to build this nuclear bomb, man. It says, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. Whose work? The Heavenly Father, man. And I have created the waster to destroy, because at the end of the day, we know that these are the Lord's weapons, right? As it tells you right here. Let me grab that. It's Jeremiah chapter 50, and I'm going to start at verse 25. And it says, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, have opened his armory, right? You go into that word armory in the blue letter, it means a magazine of weapons. That's talking about these missiles. And have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. So like I said, this place America is going to be wiped out, man. And this is what we ultimately see everything leading up towards, man. This place going down. Right. So Salakia, bear with me. I'm going to finish allowing a little bit of this video to play. All right. And I'm actually just, allow it to play over from the beginning. Right.
So we have multiple breaking news coming out. We're going to start with this one first. China warns the United States. If you want war, you will get war. If you want to destroy the Red Dragon, you will be destroyed. The Red Dragon will not fire the first shot, but the Red Dragon will not allow you to fire the second shot. Wow. It's the first time I hear the Red Dragon speaking like this towards the U.S. So let me just play this video here. We have a lot more information, but do me a favor, share, like, subscribe. Thank you again for your support.
If you want to have war, you will get war. If you want to destroy China, you will be destroyed. If you want to impose nuclear war on China, you will be wiped out by nuclear war. This is very serious. China's policy is very clear. China will not fire the first shot, but China will not allow you to fire the second shot. If you have not watched the Victory Day parade in Beijing on September the 3rd, one of the weapons China demonstrated is a missile with all the warheads. We call it 61 because it can contain 60 nuclear warheads plus one hydrogen bomb. Now, in the world of today, let me tell you, which country has hydrogen bomb? China is the only country with hydrogen bomb. And that ICBM can cover every corner of the world in less than 20 minutes.
Wow.
And destroy any target in any corner of the world without any possibility of being intercepted. I hope Washington has learned the lesson.
Right. And we heard what the guy said in the video. And like I said, that's exactly what's coming. Nuclear war. And this place, America, is going to be destroyed, man. You see, this is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh, right, that shall burn as an oven. And all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So this is the day that's coming where the Lord is going to put the spirit on these nations to use these missiles, man. Right. That's why ultimately you're going to continue to just hear them talk about them until ultimately these things get used, man, which is coming soon, you know. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say with today's video. Lord's willing, I pray it be edifying. Just a quick hit through the spirit. To the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect. Shalom.